Hi, this is Anthony with RevZilla TV, and in this video we're going to detail the top of the food chain REV'IT Everest GTX jacket and GTX pants. So basically, this combination is the most waterproof, breathable, and durable adventure touring outfit that RevZilla is currently selling. It is basically a mixture of Gore-Tex, Armacor, and other top-end features that are going to keep you safe, keep you dry, and keep you comfortable in the most extreme of environments. Basically what we're looking at is a 4-season coat. It will perform well in the summer, it will perform well in spring, winter, and fall as well. The big thing that's going to be different than anything else that we have for this garment is going to be the REV'IT Gore-Tex Pro Shell, which is bonded to the exterior. So what does Pro Shell mean? It means that you have on the exterior of this coat, you have Gore Armacor. Armacor is a mix of Kevlar and Cordura. The main chassis is going to be 1000D. The impact areas are going to be Ripstop as well as 1500D. And then to that, you have the bonded Gore-Tex waterproof breathable membrane. So the shell does not pick up water. Water is impenetrable through this. It's REV'IT, or I'm sorry, it's Gore on-road tested, means they basically hit this thing with a fire hose for an extended period of time at every different angle. It's extremely abrasion resistant, and it's actually reasonably lightweight and strong while being completely waterproof. The best part about the Gore-Tex guarantee on this stuff is its lifetime. As long as your jacket and pants are reasonably cared for, if they ever leak, Gore will fix, repair, or replace the entire outfit. So on to the protective shell properties of this guy. You know, we mentioned Armacor in the main construction of 1000D. We mentioned Armacor 1500D with Ripstop in the impact areas. Basically what Ripstop does is it has a tiny crisscrossed hash mark pattern to it. If you puncture or tear it, the tear will stop, the rip will stop, and those tiny microscopic hash marks don't allow the tear to continue further, which is a really beautiful thing, especially if you're putting this thing through its paces. The other cool part about this exterior fabric, I know a lot of the adventure touring and long distance touring guys say, oh, black, it's going to get hot. I'm not sure about it. This jacket comes in a black, it also comes in this silver, but this black version has what they call the 3L cool coating on the exterior. It's basically a coating that allows the black to reflect 30% more of the sun rays than a normal black. So this is 30% cooler than any other black garment out there on the roads going to be. Let's talk a little bit about summertime ventilation properties, something you're going to see just on this jacket. You have the Gore Lockout zipper system. It's basically a big Ziploc, heavy-duty top of a Ziploc bag. It was developed for the U.S. military because zippers jam in sandy, arid climates. They developed it for the war in the Middle East. Gore liked the technology so much that they bought it. So you have this monstrous Ziploc piece that sits in its own zipper garage. It's completely waterproof. It melds with the Gore Pro Shell standard. And the beauty is, if it comes off the track, it goes right back on. It's self-righting. So you have the Gore Lockout zippers. Joe, why don't you turn to the side to me real quick? So notice on the side, you're going to have side cinching. You have the Gore GTX, or the REV'IT GTX reflective. Keep going for me. In the back, continuing with the ventilation theme, you have a single waterproof, water-resistant zipper here at the top that vents to mesh, and you're also going to have reflective that goes over top of it. And then notice there's no elasticated stretch panel here. What you have are stretch panels across the back that are also backed by Gore Pro Shell, so they're completely waterproof. And then if you go into the riding position a little bit, Joe, you can see that stretch across the back. Joe's about 170. He's wearing a size large. He's about a 39-inch chest. Come back around for me, Joe. The other thing I want to talk about here is I want to talk about some of these red stitches that you start to see here. We've seen them on the Defender. We see them now on the Everest. What they are stitch reinforcements. Some are red, some are black, and they're in high usage areas. Notice they're right above the zipper garage and the end of the zipper, which is a weak point on any garment for these dry pockets. They're on the collar pull for this flap that opens up here. And what that's going to do is ensure that this never rips or never starts to tear, and that's a high area for use. You're going to notice on the neck here, you have the 5-way positioning snap. You basically set this and forget it, and then this loop back actually hooks for when you want to ride with this open. Now I'm going to open this up a little bit, show the zipper garage in here, and I'm going to show this rain gutter system, which is built, zippers are a weak point, so you build this double gutter system over top of it, which is Gore-Tex back to keep the rain out. Show the open there. And then notice that we have this removable thermal lined, it's a comfort line cooler, which is wicking, it's antimicrobial, antibacterial, that's removable as well. So starting with the pants, we're going to start it at the top and we're going to work our way down. First thing you're going to notice is that there's no belt needed on this guy. Notice these reinforcement straps, there's a built-in belt with a built-in pull. So whether you're adjusting it or loosening it, making it tighter, it's on both sides. It's easy to do with a glove, and you have that nice pull system there. You're also going to notice that the red shielded snaps are going to be the Gore-Tex specific. They're stronger spring-loaded snaps that come with this garment. Moving right down, you're going to notice that we have a dry pocket here, but on both sides of the leg, you have big lockout vent zips that are going to vent directly to the leg. Remember, just like the jacket, the waterproof membrane is bonded to the outer shell, so this shell does not pick up water, much like a lot of other things that either have a floating liner or have a liner to drop. Notice it's Gore Armacor on the outside, and then you have the Ripstop Armacor in the impact areas. So you have your knees and then your seat. Joe, spin around for me, show the back of this guy. So notice the whole seat is ripstop. You can see that texture, and then you also have it on the knees, and in the back it's nice for a little bit more breathability. You have a neoprene stretch panel here at the back that's still Gore shielded, so it's going to be waterproof and breathable and allow some stretch at the knee. Joe, face me real quick. I want to also show that on this guy you have another lockout zipper that goes into its own garage over here. The last piece on these pants is around the cuff. I want you to stagger your legs, Joe. And what I'm going to show here is it's a single Velcro, and you have a single zip, and you have the Gaiter behind it. So the liner, the thermal liner sits behind this, the waterproofing continues throughout. A lot of times if you put adjustable Velcro down here, or if the whole cuff is Velcro, it has a tendency to wear out, to get kind of scuffed on buckles of boots. The zipper system, they're all YKK on this entire garment. They'll hold up and last very, very well. Stagger your legs the other way. I want to show the inside of the back cuff. One last key piece on this pant is the SuperFabric Panel on the inside of each cuff for abrasion resistance and durability. Tiny ceramically laser welded plates that are 14 times more abrasion resistant than Kevlar. It's not something that we haven't seen before with REV'IT. It's just they use smart SuperFabric panels where they're needed in high impact areas. So now that we've got Joe out of this stuff, I want to comment on the sizing. Joe, I mentioned it once in the video, he's a 39-inch chest, he's 5'10", he's about 170, 175 pounds. He's wearing a large in the jacket, and then it was actually a large in the pants, and he's kind of in between. But for the pants, he's about a 34-inch waist, and he's got a longer inseam, so the large has worked out well for him. Before I jumped into any of the nuances on these guys, I want to talk about armor, which is something I glanced over while we went through the gear while it was on him. It's using the top-end REV'IT armor, the SAS-TEC, the molecular armor. These were the guys that first put molecular armor in any of their stuff. SAS-TEC is from Europe, and it's beautiful stuff. How it works is it is molecular armor that is soft to the touch, and upon impact it takes all of that energy, absorbs it, disperses it through the whole piece of armor, lengthens that impact, and basically becomes rigid. I've crashed in this stuff. I low-sided in it actually this summer, right down on my shoulder, actually on a REV'IT Defender, one of the testers, and the stuff really works beautifully. You still get that jar, but it does a great job of really taking some of the brute element of a quick impact out of it. So SAS-TEC is molecular. You see other people doing molecular armor, but no one's doing it as well as SAS-TEC. It was actually developed for the U.S. military. It's elbows, shoulders, and this is the back pad for the SAS-TEC that you can upgrade to. Most people would probably do that. So I might as well jump into this jacket here, and I'm going to show you that for the SAS-TEC, the pocket is underneath. If you can come in tight here, I'm going to show you it comes with a temper foam pad, and then you would switch it to the SAS-TEC by opening this pocket right here, pulling the temper foam out, and then the SAS-TEC would slide right in. So from the armor, which is going to cover this entire outfit, let's move into the thermal element. We didn't talk about the Exkin Air a ton when we were walking through some of the climate control properties. We talked about venting. Exkin Air is half the weight, half the thickness of DuPont Thermolite. It's 4 times the insulative properties. So without adding a lot of bulk, you're adding a ton of range into the deep temperature extremes. So it comes out, it's full sleeved. I'm going to go here, show you how you do it here. It's a full 360 degree, actually it would be 270 degree zipper system. There's 2 snaps at the end of each sleeve. I've already done those. I'm going to pull this guy out. This is the same liner which has been really successful in the Cayenne Pro. It's in the Defender. It's their top end synthetic liner that really, through science allows you to be very warm using a very, very thin and efficient liner system. Not meant to be worn on its own, but does a great job. Here's the interior of this jacket. Notice I mentioned at the collar, we do have that removable CoolMax collar that's antimicrobial and wicking. So when it really gets down to the cold range of the temperature, you'd put this guy in the warmer months, you take it out. And then I did talk about the neoprene wetsuit style collar that's going to hug your neck and keep any water from going down the back of your neck. There's the inside of this guy. Notice it's short and long connection zipper. These are Vislon zippers, which are made by YKK. They're their most durable zippers that don't have a gasket that are that are waterproof. And they are connected to a stretch panel here that runs the length. You also have cinching along the bottom. If you are in a torrential downpour, trust me, you're going to be looking for everything you can get to cover any potential entry points on this jacket. Interior pocket, very basic. I talked about the SAS-TEC. This is actually a right shoulder, so notice how it gives me all the way down on I get my shoulder, but I also have shoulder blade scapular protection here along the back. It's just more, it's better thought out armor, it's better designed, and it absorbs more impact, more energy rather. So moving right along, I have the pants. Pants are going to be Armacor. We talked about them. Notice the Gaiter at the top. You have the snap. It's a 360-degree zip to get the liner out of the pants. So you'd have 360 degrees around the top. And then versus using snaps or anything else that's going to come in contact with your boot, you know, REV'IT knows that boots are murderous on the inside of gear. A lot of times, especially in the dirt world, you see gear that wears out from the inside out. And really that's the buckles on the boots. So you have one 360 zipper. And go over here and do the second one. Very quick and easy, but this full Exkin liner is going to come right out then. And pull this guy back up. Pull this liner out. So there's your Exkin liner, same as the top. And notice it's mesh lined, and then you're going to also have the CoolMax along the lower back, antimicrobial, and wicking. So as we said, it's $9.79 for the jacket, but it's doing everything at the top of the food chain level. This is what I consider an heirloom product. You're going to get tired of wearing it before it wears out. The waterproofing, the Gore-Tex piece, lifetime guarantee as long as you don't crash in it. $7.39 for the pants. They come in tall and short sizes. They're alphanumeric, and the jacket is alphanumeric. I believe goes from small to, I believe, 4XL. Have any questions about it as it relates to any of our other adventure touring products or any of the other REV'IT GTX or regular REV'IT line? Shoot us a line, CS at RevZilla, or 877-792-9455. You can always get in touch with us over the forums and Facebook in different manners as well. As always, if you get a size and it doesn't fit, send it back to us. We'll give you the first size exchange for free, and then we do free shipping on everything over 39 bucks. Also, with outfits like these, you're going to, on the jacket as well as the pants, earn 30 bucks back in Team Zilla cash, 5 for every 100, up to 600, which is our loyalty program, and when you're buying in multiples, allows you to save some money over time. Once again, this is the REV'IT Everest GTX jacket pant combo, brand new for the spring of 2011, available for pre-order now at RevZilla.com. If you have any questions, shoot us a line. Thanks for watching today. I'll see you next time.